Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to Velocity Inch 5 League. I'm here with Slick. I'm glad to be back. What about you, Slick?
Yeah, so great to be back. We've had a pretty interesting Cup season last year, and looking forward to Xfinity and Cup this season.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we were treated to a thriller at Homestead to finish the season. Me ended up winning the championship. So yeah, we're gonna start out here with a pretty decent chunk of this being Xfinity. So we're gonna start out here. Who do you think your prediction is to win at Daytona?
Oh, this is there's a lot of good Xfinity guys,
And there's
and
a
I mean
lot of
like
hot seats too. I mean,
there's a
there's a
lot of
ton.
underdogs. Yeah, like me, you will be in that race.
Small Moose, a lot of talented Cup guys.
If I had to pick a Xfinity guy to win, I would pick Zach. I mean, he's one of the best guys in the.
We lost you for a
As
second
I
there,
was
Slick.
saying,
Yeah.
yeah, I know. As I was
Yeah.
saying, Zach is one of the talented guys in the Xfinity field. Obviously, we know what he does. So I think I would pick Zach for an Xfinity guy, and if I had to pick a hot seat guy, uh, this is a lot. I honestly think I honestly think that I could pull something out, and I could pull off a little bit of a shocking win in the Xfinity series.
Yeah, I agree. So my pick to win that race, whew. Yeah, like I said, the competition's really close down that level. I think we're gonna go with season one championship Ford driver Johnny, Young Money Fan 420. I think his return. I think he'll do very well. We haven't seen him in a minute, but yeah, if I were
Yeah,
to go pick a hot seat driver, I think I pick you as well. I mean, you've had a lot of bad luck in the Cup Series super speedways, but you're up front. You know how to keep the car clean, make it to the end, and you're always up front.
yeah. I didn't mention Johnny, but Johnny hot seated a couple of races last year, but looks like he'll be full-time Xfinity for this upcoming season. And like you just said, the season one Velocity champion. So Johnny, I wouldn't sleep
Champion.
on Johnny either. If I had a sleeper pick as well, I'd probably go with Johnny.
Yeah, let's swap over topics and analysis fast. Let's go to who we think our champion's gonna be. You can start it. I think it's pretty obvious what you're gonna be
So
picking,
I
or
mean,
unless you're gonna be going with
yeah,
a different
I
driver.
mean, said this earlier when I picked him to win for the Xfinity guys, but I can't bet on Zach. I mean, he's probably a top three driver in the Xfinity series with probably like Johnny and honestly, I don't even know who else. Like maybe Marner. Marner's also another one that can be a sneaky pick. I think I would go with Zach, but I wouldn't be surprised if you saw like a guy like Marner, Johnny, and I'm gonna throw a little bit of a interesting pick here. Troopy. I think Troopy could make some noise if he shows up a lot.
Yeah. My prediction to win is the same. I think it's gonna be Zach, but also too, you can't let the kind of rookie-ish. He's never made a full-time season. Abby go underneath the radar. I mean, he might not have the fastest pace, but he shows up every single week. Um,
Yeah,
you
indeed. And
you you
Obby,
yeah. I mean, you could also go with the OA to DK. I mean, like the same thing with Avi. Might not have the fastest pace, but he'll run consistent, and that's what the season's about. It's a quick, short season, only 11 races, not much room for error. Every race matters.
yeah, indeed. As you can honestly kind of somewhat compare Obby to me. I might not be the fastest guy, but I show up basically almost every week and be consistent. And if
Yeah,
Obby shows up and is consistent, maybe even somehow win a race, I could see him winning a race. Obby could make some noise as well.
absolutely. So pretty early in the show, but we're gonna get going on our first interview in here. We're gonna try to get him in the driver in the number 1 CWI. We got multiple interviews coming up, so we're gonna try to work our way through these as fast as possible. But taking our time as CWI has joined. Welcome up here, CWI. So, what are your expectations for tomorrow? How do you think you're gonna do?
Pretty well, I guess. I'm probably just gonna hang around the back most of the race.
Can you turn your mic up a little bit? I can barely hear you. Sounds very quiet.
Give me a minute.
Yep.
Alright, this is good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna slide this over to Slick. I usually ask the question at the beginning. We'll let Slick start it.
Yeah, as you know, you've got a pretty interesting team here. You actually drive. What a coincidence that I'm interviewing my own driver down in the Xfinity Series. But we'll start us off with, how do you think, like, you're gonna do tomorrow? And do you really, I mean, are you gonna hang out in the back, try to run up front, and or just kind of wait it out and be there at the end?
Yeah. I'm just trying to avoid as many wrecks as I can and go for the win.
Yeah, that's not a bad not a bad strategy. I'm going to pass off to Kluka for this next question.
Yeah. So, who do you think your biggest competitor is gonna be this season?
I don't know. You have to find out.
And like mentioned before, I've heard a bunch of rumors the fact that you are a pretty good road course racer. So how are you going to stack up against some of the better road course racers such as Zach, Friddish, guys like them?
I don't know. Honestly. It'll be like it'll be an interesting battle to see.
Yeah, I have one more question, and Slick can ask a couple more. Where do you think you're going to finish this season? What's your expectations?
Like,
Yeah, throughout the entire season, where do you think you're going to finish your points? What's your expectations for that beautiful number 1?
like top 5 in the standings? Around there?
No, just like wherever, like you think you can make, I don't know, a Final Four run, a round of a playoff run, stuff like that.
Oh, we'll probably definitely make it in the playoffs. Don't know about the Final Four though. We have to see.
Okay, anything for him, Slick?
No, I don't think I got anything else to ask him.
Okay. So let's get going on. Thank you, CWI, for joining us. Good luck tomorrow in the race. Yeah. All right, we're going to get going down to our second driver now, if I can get him up in here without my PS5 absolutely dying. We're going to get our second driver in here. Season 3 Martinsville winner in the Cup Series. Let's see if he joins up in here. Told you, man, he was one of kind of my underdog picks heading into the season. Welcome Abby up here. So,
thank you.
Abby, what are your expectations for tomorrow?
Oh man, well I'm not gonna be there, but I'm expecting a lot of carnage tomorrow. I mean that by it's Daytona, it's having a lot of fun, but I feel like we're having an upset winner tomorrow since we have Zach not showing up.
Yeah. I asked the same exact question to CWI. I'm gonna ask it to you. Who do you think your biggest competitor is gonna be this season?
Obviously Zach, because Zach and I have raced a lot of races, but he's won a lot. I've only won a few, like you said, season 3 winner at Martinsville. Off of luck, I'm sorry to say. But Zach has been really, really great friend of mine, and we'll probably see a championship out of Zach this season.
Yeah, Slick, you can carry on for a little bit.
Yeah, it's, you know, a lot of people have doubted you, you know, and you came to me a couple days ago asking for a ride, and, you know, I'm giving you this opportunity, so how are you going to make this opportunity and prove to the other people that passed up on you what you can show?
Obviously, I'm going to show what I got for you, man. Thank you for signing me again. I'm glad to be in the number 8. Probably I'm going to switch around between Dale Hemrick and Dale Jr., but Yeah, it's just gonna be a good season for us. Hopefully, Junior Motorsports gets at least one win this season. Maybe me or Seaway. I don't know. My teammates got a good team. Try to have fun.
Yeah, as Junior Motorsports isn't that bad of a team. We've got CWI, Marner, you, and I don't know if Cinco will be showing up or not, but we will find out. But I'm going to ask the same question Kluka asked CWI. Where do you think you'll finish by the end of the season? You think you'll be in the
Hopefully in the
playoffs? You think you can make a
playoffs.
run?
I'll try to make a run for the playoffs. If I can't, I'm just gonna race it out and just try to get a win at this point. I don't care where I finish in the standings, but hopefully in the playoffs, in like maybe the 7 or 6 seed or the 5 seed. I don't care where.
All right, well, there you have it. I don't got anything. Do you have
I
anything
got a couple
for?
more. So, Avi, how are you gonna prove? I said, nah. How are you gonna prove to the fact of people like Gregor who dropped you from his cup team? I mean, are you gonna prove them wrong this season? Prove them that that was a crucial mistake by
Yeah,
going on to winning the championship? Do you think
I
you
mean
have a
it's
serious
not a
chance?
possible it's not like a mistake, but I really didn't want to be in the Cup Series because there's so many beast guys in the Cup Series, like really good guys in the Cup Series. Well, I want to come down to Xfinity because my buddy Slick here gave me an opportunity, and I want to prove Burger wrong by doing that. But I did not want to be in the Cup Series. I wanted to be in Xfinity for a reason because I feel like I'm better in Xfinity than next gens because we all know how bad the next gen cars are on some of the tracks. So that's why I went back down to Xfinity, where there's good racing, great drivers in it, and I feel like this season's gonna be wild.
And one more thing, I've heard from a couple rumors that you are interested in running a couple super speedways up in the Cup Series. Are you planning on doing that or running any road courses or anything like that?
Yes, I will be running some cup races at Super Speedways, and my buddy Slick gives me a hot seat. I will be racing maybe the Texas Road Course, maybe Texas, and Daytona. At least maybe Daytona Talladega. It's up to my buddy Slick to ask me when when it's available.
Yeah. So good luck season. We said so, like you said at the beginning. This is my final question. You said at the beginning that you will not be at the Daytona race. So how are you gonna be able to rebound from that? Because there's gonna be probably 10 plus Xfinity guys there. You're gonna be a little bit of a points hole.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know I'm missing Daytona, but I'm not the only one. Zach is too. So I'm gonna try to work with my teammates and my buddy Zach, if he works with me, obviously. Zach, if you're watching this, I want to help you out when you miss Daytona. But I'm missing Daytona because I'm going away. But I'm gonna try to get back as soon as I can, get some points back, hopefully make it into the top 8 and make the playoffs. That's my goal for right now, unless this, unless I screw myself over in the races. But I will be back for what track is after Daytona?
You guys are going to New Hampshire.
Yeah, I'll be back for New Hampshire and hopefully have some fun. Maybe try to get a win.
Yeah. So good luck. Like we said, we know the fact you're consistent. The fact of getting wins, we saw the consistency last year. So good luck this season.
And we saw a win at Martinsville. But
Yeah. So good luck.
I'll try to win more. Hey, maybe we'll try to win some more. But thank you all for inviting me up here. You'll have fun interviewing the next driver.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You know.
All right, we got our next driver up in here.
Speaking of our next driver.
Yeah, joins up right away. Welcome up here, DK. We have not talked to DK in a minute. Season 1 Xfinity regular made it to the Final Four, kind of lost out on it. So are you going to carry on any of that momentum from the last time we saw the Xfinity Series racing?
Yeah, I'm not really exactly quite sure. Last time I was here, it was like, I think almost two years ago. Two? Was it 2?
Yeah, it was
Probably.
2 years ago.
It was like way back when everything was like starting and all, but that was completely different. There was a Toyota, the 19, fast car. I made it. I don't know how I made it to the championship four. I just drove, but I do hope I can try to repeat. Hope I can. Hope I just lose my mojo like Junior.
We're going to send it down to Slicker. We'll start off with Slick with the questions.
Yeah, so we're gonna look to tomorrow for obviously the season opener of the Xfinity Series coming back. How do you think? You got any kind of strategy? You gonna kind of sit around in the back, run up front, or just kind of, I guess, kind of just like sit in the middle, or wait until the right time to go to the front and hopefully win.
Daytona, it's a wild card. I don't really exactly have any strategies there. I just keep it easy. That's really the strat for me. Any Daytona race I'm in, just keep it easy early, and then towards the end of the stages or the end of the race, just hard charge and see what I can get at the end. But most of the time, going hard charging ain't the way to go. I've landed upside down a few times in my days, whole 8 years, but you know, worth the risk.
Yeah, indeed. We've asked our previous two interviews the same question. How far do you think you can go in the playoffs, and how do you think you will do by the time the season comes to an end?
Maybe I have faith in myself to make it into the playoffs, but I don't have faith to make it to the Final Four. I'm not quite sure yet. I might make it to like the round of 8 or something, but we'll see. We'll see. Hoping for the best.
Alright, if I don't believe I got anything else for DK.
I got a couple more. All right, let me restart that. All right.
We're gonna.
All right. Are you gonna be? Do you have any strategy built up with your team at Raw? I know that you have your Cup team owner racing down in the Xfinity Series tomorrow. So does that add like any pressure on you at all to perform well, or no?
No pressure. I don't, like I said, I've been racing ever since I started league racing 8 years ago. It's always been NASCAR games, all the way from NASCAR 15 all the way up to Heat 5 and stuff. So there's no pressure, especially at a super speedway. Super speedways is really anyone's chance. So with him being there, and why not? There's no pressure. If I can perform good, I perform good, and hopefully I impress.
Yeah, we saw the pace that you had at Homestead. You actually had pretty decent pace. So what do you think you'll be able to do this year? Do you think you'll finally be able to crack into that win column after going winless in your first full-time season?
Yeah. I hope so. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. Because sure as hell have speed in the cup curve. What the hell? Cup car. Sure as hell hope I have speed in an Xfinity car. So, yet again, it's just the waiting game. See what the track brings tomorrow.
Yeah, so I have a couple more questions. I haven't asked this to anyone yet. Figure ask it to you. What do you think your strong suit tracks are going to be this season?
Most definitely faster tracks. Like Super Speedway is already obviously anyone's chance, but like some tracks I'm really good at is like, let's see, like Michigan or like Auto Club, places like that. Rest in peace, Auto Club. You'll be missed. But places like that, those type of intermediates, like big, like Atlanta and stuff. I'm really good at there. I'm really smooth making moves there. So fun. Hopefully I can. Maybe some wins can get pulled off there at those tracks.
Yeah, and here's another question. I don't know if I asked this yet, but who do you think your biggest competitor is going to be this season? Or the closest competitor to you, or biggest one? Yeah, same thing.
Oh gosh, I'm not quite sure yet. Last time I was here, the field was like there was some other people that were here and I raced with, but now there's like some other guys that I haven't seen in like a while, and I don't exactly know how they race. But during the hot seat I had at the end of the season at Miami, certainly a whole bunch of people were looking to be rivals because I was getting doored everywhere. I got dumped a few times. I don't know, but rivals right now is kind of not in my view yet. I guess we'll see when the season goes on.
Yeah, and one more question that I asked Avi and I asked you. Are you planning to run up on like any Cup Series races to see what you can do up there? Because the Team Penske is most likely going to have a ride opening up soon in the Cup Series.
I mean, if I have the opportunity, I'll gladly take it. But right now, this number 08 Chevrolet, if I can keep it as long as I can, I'm down to keep it. Bucked Up Energy, everyone on it, Avoid, Spotify stuff. I've raced this car once before in the past, but it's pretty cool to be reunited with it as a rookie and maybe next season as, not a rookie.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you easily have the best paint schemes in the field. So, anything else, Luke?
Nope.
All right, good luck tomorrow. We are looking forward to seeing you on the track for first race in a while for you.
Yep, thank you. Glad to be back.
All right. As we're going to head on to our next driver now.
Believe
See
that
if I
would
could.
be the driver of the 7, if I'm correct on that.
Driver of the 7. See if he can hop up in here. Hopefully he has his voice share on, because I know he usually does not have his voice share on.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, there is Mr. Always Martins.
Marty, your voice share is on, right? I know you usually don't keep it on.
Yeah, it's on.
Alright. This is a driver that we have not seen in Velocity for a hot minute. I think last time we saw him racing in here was, I think, Season 2. So welcome back, Martyr.
Yeah.
And we're going to let Slick start this.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. Like Luca just mentioned, Season 2. But how do you feel coming back into Velocity and driving the 7 car for Junior Motorsports down in the Xfinity Series?
It feels good. I feel like I have a good shot to get the championship, and yeah. I don't think I'll be able to make as many races as I hope. So yeah, I'm just looking to try and get a couple wins so I can get locked into the playoffs, and yeah, I'm gonna look to try and have a good season and hopefully win the championship.
Yeah, we're gonna go to a somewhat of an interesting question here. We just asked DK this in the last interview, but what are some tracks that are your strong suit, and what are some tracks that are somewhat your weakness that you're not the best at?
My strong suit is probably road courses. I'm usually better at road courses in most of the leagues I run, and my weaker is probably short tracks. I still think I'll be decent at them, but tracks like Bristol and Phoenix and tracks like that I'm not really good at. So yeah, hopefully I can still do good at it, but yeah, we'll have to see.
Alright, yeah, I've got one more question. Looking at tomorrow night, as we again kick off the season for the Xfinity coming back, what do you expect from you, and how do you think your race is gonna play out tomorrow?
I don't wanna ruin this, but I can't race tomorrow.
Oh damn, there you have it. Oh crap, I lost my question now.
I got a couple questions for you. You said that your strong suit is road course, so how do you think you're going to stack up against Zach, who Zach is, we know, lights at a road course? Do you think you'll be able to beat him?
Yeah, I can give him a shot. It just depends what road courses. I'm better at some road courses and worse at some, but yeah, we'll just have to see. I think I can, contend with him. I haven't raced him in quite a while, so I'll also have to see how fast he is, and if he's faster than me or not, I'm still gonna do my best.
Yeah, so I got a couple more questions. Adding on to that, we do have 2 road courses in the schedule, but there is a lot of short tracks. That's going to tally against your favor. And here's another question. Are you planning on racing any Cup Series races this season? Because we saw you race Cup Series back in 2021. You had 2 or 3 wins.
Yeah, possibly. Just depends which races I can make or not. If I see a track I'm pretty good at and I can make the race, I'll probably end up trying to get slick and trying to get a hot seat. So yeah, I think I'll even have a good shot at winning some races up there if I can get a couple hot seats. So yeah, I'll be trying to look for a couple races in that series this season.
Yeah, and here's my final question. Who do you think your biggest competitor is going to be this season?
Zach. I looked at the roster and there's a few guys I think that can, contend with us at certain racetracks, but I think Zach will probably be the one guy I'll be battling for the lead or for wins for most of the season, and he'll be probably that one guy that will take more wins for me and possibly even a championship. So yeah, but I'm just gonna have faith in myself and just try my best. And if I beat him, I beat him. But if I don't, I don't.
Yeah. Anything else for Martyr? I ran out of questions.
No, I ran out of questions too.
Yeah. So good luck. You said you aren't racing tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. So good luck this season. We'll definitely see you up front. We know the pace that you have. So good luck this season, and yeah, hope to see you perform. God, I can't talk.
And thank you.
All right. So we're gonna head off the Xfinity section now and head to the Cup Series. So I don't know if it's just me, Slick, but I am really looking forward to this Cup season that we have.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, last season we had a pretty good Cup season. You know, had a pretty exciting Final Four with obviously you getting the championship. But I'm just waiting for the season to start. I can't wait for it to start back up.
Yeah, I mean, this is no doubt the most competitive we've ever seen. I mean, we saw Season 2 and Season 3 were decently competitive, and last season was pretty competitive, but this season, holy, it is just a slugfest up there.
Yeah, we have a lot, and I mean a lot of talented drivers. We got guys like Dizzy Eric, aka Noah's Bowl. We got Moose. We got Griga, Go Boom, you, Papo, me, OKC,
Small.
Logan, Hendricks, Small,
Just
Griga.
you can keep
It's
naming them.
just
They come like
this
crazy.
this Cup field is just stacked, and even guys that we didn't mention, like some underdogs like Cadet, Josh, Patch, Looney, Mac, Boger, GU, Speeden, who made the Final Four last year, so you can't count Speeden out either. But this Cup field is just, I think this is the most competitive Cup field we've had in quite a while.
Oh, I think ever. I mean, when you get to the point where you have drivers like Moose in 15th, Boger 16th, Cadet 17th, I mean, it just proves how deep the field is. So we're going to start off with this question. This is probably one of the hardest questions. Who do you think is going to win the race, the Daytona Oval on Saturday?
Ooh. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with a guy that was kind of an underdog in the playoffs last year. I'm gonna go with Griga. I mean, it seems like every super speedway we go to, whether it's Daytona and Talladega, he's always up front. He's leading laps, winning stages, winning a race. It don't matter. So I'm gonna pick Griga to win. But if I had to pick like a sleeper or like an underdog, God, this is tough.
Yeah, it really is.
Moose.
Moose, yeah.
Moose is also, I would say Moose is a very underrated super speedway racer. I mean, you probably don't see him up front much at the start, but when it counts, with like 5 to go, 2 to go, Moose is up there battling for the win. So don't count Moose out at these super speedways either.
Alright, so I'm going to head down to my prediction right here. I think our winner of Daytona, he's going to get his second career win. He didn't win it all last year, almost made the Final Four. I think we're going to get Mac. I think Mac is bound for a win. He almost won Gateway last season, ran out of field coming off the final corner. Small ended up winning. He almost won Martinsville, but ended up getting beaten out. So, I mean, I could see Mac easily winning it. Now I'm going to start the next question with my prediction to win our first ever PC2 race. We're going to be heading to Daytona Road Course. It's going to be a thriller, I think. So, I believe my prediction to win that race, I think it's going to be Go Boom. I think Go Boom's going to win his first career win.
Yeah. I mean, this is the first time ever in Velocity. Granted, we've had 6 seasons that we've ever ran PC2. Never ran a race before. It's something new. But Daytona Road Course, I think I'm going to stick with you. I think Go Boom, I've seen him on PC2 before, and Go Boom is a really talented racer on PC2. So I think Go Boom will show what he has, and he'll end up winning the Daytona Road Course on PC2.
Yeah, so let's go on to the next question. Who do you think your champion's going to be this season? It's so hard.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is. Oh my gosh. This is probably like one of the toughest picks because there's so many talented people in the Cup Series. But I think I'm gonna go with Hendrick. He was so close last season to winning this championship. Ultimately, ended up losing out to you, Kluka. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if a guy like Small or Aim made the Final Four, but I think Hendrick has a really good shot of winning the championship.
Yeah, so I'm going to head to my pick now, and then we're going to take a little break so I can get to the bathroom. I think, what number is he again? I think our champion this season's going to be, let's go with Logan. He barely lost out last season in a photo finish. And look at the championship race. It's at Homestead. I mean, we saw how good he's been at Homestead in the past.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to head into like a minute break or so. Alrighty, we are back. Alright, so Slick, you're here, right? Slick? I do not know if Slick's here, but we had another driver pop up in here. So we're gonna invite him in here. We were not expecting to be interviewing Xfinity guys this late in, but apparently we are. Let's get him up in here. See if we can find him. Try to get the driver number 07 up in here. And once we're done interviewing, I think that we're going to probably cut this off right here. We are about 35 minutes into this show. So we're a decent ways in. Wait till he hops up in here. Alright, so Slick ended up apparently leaving. He will be back in a couple minutes. So I'll run this interview by myself if he hops up in here or decides to. I'm just waiting for XD to hop up in here. I at least hope he hops back in here because of it's been kind of annoying the fact that I went all the way over here for no reason. Went all the way back to 2020 cars. You know, we're gonna head back over to these cars. So what I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna start with my predictions for the pretty much the entire season right here. I think our championship for the season is gonna be probably I'm not gonna put myself in there due to being biased. I don't want to be biased, but I think it's gonna be Logan, Hendrick, Go Boom, and Slick. I think that's a reasonable driver combo. And like I said before, I'm gonna put more explanation into this with Logan winning the championship. Like I said, Logan's been kind of an underdog. Only won one race last season, but he showed a lot of pace. Lost in a photo finish last season, so I mean, I could very well see him go win that. We just gotta wait till Slick hops back in here. Let's see. I don't think we have many more drivers that we need to interview right here, so... So I think that's going to be it for the pre-race show. I like to thank you guys for tuning in a lot. I mean, we had a concurrent viewer rate of 4 or 5 viewers. I mean, that's great. Like almost a 40-minute show. That's brilliant. So make sure to tune in on Mac's YouTube channel. We will not be streaming here. Actually, no, we will be streaming here. We will be streaming here tomorrow. So never mind what I just said for the NASCAR Xfinity Series race, which will go live at about, I'd say, 45-ish. So tune in for that, and then tune in for Sunday's doubleheader in the Cup Series at Daytona and Daytona Road Course. Thank you guys for tuning in so much, and yeah.